California and comes to Sacramento by way of Southern Oregon and St. Paul, Minnesota. DJ is a former American River Review staff member who is currently working with other alumni to mentor young writers through his volunteer work with the Sacramento Community Program 916, Inc. His creative projects include a weekly comic strip about kitchen utensils and a novel in development about aliens who feed on human creativity and have infiltrated the music industry.
Woo!
Also recording has begun on his album, Linens and Other Things, the potentially brilliant wreckage of an exceptionally ordinary gentleman.
Woo!
DJ Snot.
Thank you. Thank you, staff and Overlord, for all your work. Really, thanks to the editorial staff. They do a lot. And to just kind of illustrate that, I'm going to read two pieces. One they've seen and one I just wrote yesterday. So you'll get to see what really they do a lot of work. So Cancer Snot. There's a smell I can't quite place. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's gone from something of a nuisance to something I might want to get looked at. For now, I stop by the front desk each day just to smell the flowers Catherine brings. I don't just smell them, I draw them deep. I savor them. I try to stuff big handfuls of the scent into the pockets of my turquoise scrubs. It never lasts beyond the second floor, where the elevator hitches slightly as it catches speed. Today, Gunner lost his bike. His azalea plant on the 4th floor nurse's station brought me up to speed. Family never wants to tend to those things in the aftermath. At first I thought it was my clothes. Now I wash my scrubs twice each wear, and the smell is unaffected. I shave my head in case it was my hair. Still the smell remains. When I thought it might be the food, I started brown bagging it. When that didn't work, I started taking lunch outside across the parking lot. The smell persists. I think they somehow seeped into me. Eldie's pancreas, Bill's lungs, Marley's skin, Joe's stomach, Debbie's left breast, both of Sally's, and Gunner's right testicle. All these things saturate my existence, from my lymph nodes to my red cells and my white cells. They shake, pulse, and reverberate, then slowly exit as bile and snot. Kayla told me I once blew my nose 37 times in a single shift turnover. I guess she counted. When I confided in her about the smell, she suggested I transfer to the chemo suites. The chemo suites, I'm praying that will help. So, back in, about 2007 or so, the internet found its true purpose when the practice of Rick rolling came to fruition. A Rick roll involves sending a link to a video labeled something inconspicuous, but what is actually the unnaturally uplifting video for Never Gonna Give You Up, in which the ginger pompadour bedecked Rick Astley assaults London streets with his throaty vocal stylings. For example, an ex-girlfriend could try to slip it in as a cute kitten video on a Monday, just hoping you're bored enough to bite. Instead of cooing at killy kittens, you end up bebopping to the beat as the bouffanted Brit trounces about across the pond. I tell you this because the knowledge is prerequisite to the following. I got rickrolled watching porn today. This doesn't happen as often as it used to. It's probably for the better. My heart wasn't in it, to say nothing about my head. The title was, Dirty Redhead Gets Down for You. You was spelled with too many O's and not enough U's, and before I Never Gonna Gave You Up all through my house, I took time to look at Rick Astley, to really look at the man. And I don't know if it was the grainy 80s video or the near transparency of his youth, but I thought, he isn't dirty at all. He's clean. He's damn clean. Too clean for my taste. Rick roll. My favorite Rick is from the 80s is Springfield. My favorite Springfield from the 70s is Buffalo. My favorite Buffalo was actually a Snuffleupagus. I don't think good heavy metal is possible without pure elements. If gay is the new black, and black is the new white, then what the hell am I? Maybe I could have danced my way through school. Instead I skated. Furbies creep me the hell out. And not just because people are willing to pay $60 for them. Never salt your steak before you flip, it dries the meat. Frozen vegetables are better for you and tasting than canned. Canned vegetables are better when hungry. Hungry is better when chosen. Sometimes breadcrumbs lead you back. Sometimes Rickroll. Snuffy, I'm never going to give you up.